The movie begins at the Mexico border, where a girl named Giselle Hammond stops by the gas station to get a cigarette, and the clerk takes a phone call. He turns to Giselle and asks truth or dare. Giselle is scared and begs she doesn't want to play anymore. Later, she grabs a can of lighter fuel and drenches it on a woman nearby and apologizes, saying she has no choice before setting up the woman on fire. We then meet college student Olivia Barron, who is making a video for her YouTube channel to motivate others to build homes for Habitat for Humanity. Her best friend Marky Cameron comes in and asks Olivia if she is going to join her and their other friends for their spring break in Mexico, as it would be the last time they get to spend some time as a group before they graduate. Olivia initially refuses, but when her other friend, Tyson Curran, and his girlfriend Penelope Amari offer to help her build houses that summer, she finally agrees, and they join their other friends, Marky's boyfriend Lucas Moreno, and Brad Chang, as they take a trip to Mexico. They spend a lot of their time posting videos and taking pictures. While they were at a bar, Olivia sees a drunken Marky dancing with another guy. She pulled her away before Lucas could see her, since Marky had been constantly cheating on him. At the bar, Olivia runs into a schoolmate named Ronnie, who approaches her and tries to make advances on her. But a man named Carter tells Ronnie to back off, and they nearly get into a confrontation until Olivia tells Ronnie people are doing shots nearby. Olivia and Carter then have a brief chat before her friends show up. They decide to head back to their room, but Carter says he knows a place where they can party and convinces Olivia to get her friends to join them and go hiking up to that place. The group arrives at an abandoned church. Olivia goes around and walks by the broken urn and steps back due to the rotten smell. She is shocked to find Ronnie, who followed the group. We then notice the urn has a skull on it. The group then decides to play a game, and Carter suggests truth or dare. They have fun at the beginning with dares like Ronnie having to give a lap dance to Tyson, Lucas running around naked, and Penelope kissing Olivia, but things turn hostile when Marky picks the truth and Tyson asks her if she knows that Olivia has always been in love with Lucas. When Carter gets his turn, Penelope asks him what his intentions are with Olivia. He blatantly admits that he was looking for someone who was an easy target and had a bunch of friends that he could trick into going up there, since he doesn't mind the strangers dying if he gets to live. He apologizes to Olivia and starts to leave, but Olivia goes after him. Carter tells her that the game is real and that they need to follow the rules. Tell a lie, and you die. Fail to do a dare, you die. Refuse to play, you die. Once they return home, Olivia starts seeing truth or dare written on everything she comes across. She goes to the library looking for Marky and finds herself surrounded by other students whose faces morph into twisted grins with crimson eyes. They all chant truth or dare until Olivia chooses the truth. She is then forced to shout in front of everyone that Marky is repeatedly cheating on Lucas. He was shocked by that revelation and left in despair. When Olivia tries to explain herself to Marky, she threatens to break her hand. That evening, Ronnie tries to hit on a fellow student at a bar, but she rejects him. Her face then morphs and asks him truth or dare? Ronnie chooses dare, and she tells him to show off his tool to the bar. He quickly jumps on the pool table to do so, but turns hesitant when another girl mocks him for it, as he goes against the rules, and soon his face morphs, and he kills himself by breaking his neck against the edge of another table. Meanwhile, Olivia and her friends are in Brad's apartment where they see the video of Ronnie's death. Olivia tries to convince her friends that the game is real, but nobody believes her. Lucas leaves after picking up his stuff, and as he walks by an alley he hears a voice calling to him and asking him to play. He notices the question as graffiti on the wall, and moments later it starts to get burned into his skin. Lucas then calls Olivia to say he believes her now, as he picked the truth and was asked how he really feels about Olivia. He admits that he had feelings for her from the beginning, and has imagined what it would be like to be with her instead of Marky, although knowing that can never happen. The group gathers at the house, and Olivia tells Marky that the game is based on the order in which they played earlier. Marky still thinks Olivia is playing her, even though she insists that the game is real. Marky then gets a text on her phone since it's her turn, and she picks dare. She is dared to break Olivia's hand. Olivia quickly grabs a hammer and pushes to get Marky to go through with it, although she is reluctant. Olivia makes her do it by calling her father a coward. Lucas and Brad bring Olivia to the hospital. Now it's Brad's turn to play the game, and he picks the truth. Soon he is found by his father Han, a police officer, and is forced to come clean to his father that he is gay. Brad tells Olivia and Lucas that he did what the game told him to do, and his father was okay with it. Now it's Tyson's turn to play, and he arrives at his med school interview. The others arrive at the place to stop him, but the interviewer gets possessed and forces him to play. He picks the truth and is forced to admit to the interviewer that he writes fake prescriptions to the students. When Tyson denies and breaks the rules of the game, he gets possessed. He sticks a pen into his eye and slams his head against the wall to hammer it in, killing him. The others witness this from outside, as well as the blood under the door. Penelope is still whirling from Tyson's death and starts drinking heavily, and unfortunately, it's her turn now. Lucas suggests they should only pick the truth, so there will be no harm and they just need to answer honestly. When Penelope's turn came, she tried to pick the truth, but the demon tells her the game doesn't work that way, and she had to pick the dare. The group finds Penelope on the roof as she is being dared to walk around the whole roof while finishing the rest of her vodka. The others get a mattress to catch her in case she falls, while Lucas gets to the roof to stay by her side and help. Penelope gets closer to a fence where she could get impaled if she falls, and the mattress will not break the fall. Olivia gets into her car and breaks the fence down. Penelope finishes the bottle and falls as Marky and Brad place the mattress on top of the car, catching her. The group tries to find something about the game, and comes across the story of Giselle, and sees the video of her picking dare and burning a woman to her death. Olivia goes through Giselle's Facebook and finds a picture of her with Carter. They create a fake account and demand to meet up with her so that she can explain to them what is happening. Giselle responds a few hours later and tells them to find her at a warehouse. When they ask about Carter, she doesn't seem to know about him. Giselle explains that when she and her friends were at the abandoned church, one of her friends named Sam had been messing around and breaking things, which is when the curse started, and now all of her other friends are dead. She also says the reason Penelope couldn't pick the truth was that the pattern went 2 truths and a dare. Giselle then reveals that she was dared to kill Olivia. She aims a gun at her and shoots, but Penelope pushes Olivia out of the way and gets fatally shot instead. Brad and Lucas try to take away the gun from Giselle, but since she failed the dare, her face morphs and she is forced to shoot herself in the head. Olivia is questioned by a detective after what has happened. She explains what she learned about Giselle, and the detective shows Olivia pictures of Giselle's friends to see if any of them might be Carter or Sam, but Olivia doesn't recognize any of them. Lucas and Marky find an article on the church in Mexico where they played the game, and they learn it was the site of a massacre in which a woman named Inez Garcia was the sole survivor. She was 19 when this happened 50 years earlier. Meanwhile, Olivia is attacked by a stranger, who asks truth or dare. Olivia picks dare. Lucas and Marky learn Olivia is in trouble. They rush upstairs to find the stranger, who runs away after coming back to his senses. Olivia tells Marky that she is dared to sleep with Lucas. Marky gets pissed, even though Olivia explains that she chose to dare so that her friends wouldn't have to. Marky leaves the house annoyed knowing what's going to happen. Olivia admits to Lucas that she picked dare because there's something she is hiding from Marky that she can't bring herself to admit. She and Lucas start to make out and have sex until Lucas gets his turn. He picks the truth and must admit who he truly loves. He tells Olivia that he cares about her, but he loves Marky more. Olivia leaves in despair. Marky is at a cafe watching a video of her and her late father. The game demon takes her father's form and makes Marky play. She picks the truth and is asked why she still holds the gun that he killed himself with, and she admits it's because she sometimes thinks about using it on herself. Meanwhile, Lucas goes through the article again and learns where Inez lives, and it's a 3-hour drive. They head to Tijuana to find Inez. She is living with her granddaughter. After waiting for a while, Olivia and Lucas get to talk to Inez, but she is mute and can only communicate through writing. Inez reveals that she was a former nun who would face abuse along with the other nuns from the priest. She summoned a demon called Calax, leading to the priest's death but also bringing a curse. Inez ends it by cutting out her tongue and placing it in an urn after reciting an incantation, which is what Olivia found to be broken at the church. They arrive at Brad's place, and when his father shows up they step outside to talk, and his father says he still loves his son. But the game demon makes Brad pick dare. He is dared to seize his father's gun and make him beg for his life. Olivia and Lucas try to run outside, but a nearby officer fatally shoots Brad. Marky reunites with Olivia and Lucas. It's Olivia's turn, and she picks a dare, but the demon forces her to admit the secret she's been keeping from Marky. Olivia reveals that she was there the night of her father's suicide. She fought with her parents and went to Marky's house, but she wasn't there. So she drank with Marky's dad until he tried to come onto her. Olivia told him Marky would be better off if he were dead, and Olivia could never bring herself to tell Marky. She leaves devastated, losing trust in her friends. Olivia is once again questioned by the detective because they traced the IP address to the fake account and found the message to Giselle in which Marky threatened to kill her family. The detective mentions Sam and shows Olivia a picture of him. It's Carter, and she takes a picture of his details and address while the detective is away. Marky returns home and considers killing herself as she takes out her dad's gun. Olivia storms to her room and manages to talk her out of doing it. The trio arrives at Sam's apartment, where he has been hiding and trying to avoid being part of the game, but the three force him to join them to put an end to the curse. They return to the church, and make Sam recite the incantation, and the church starts to crumble. Lucas is then forced to play and is dared to choose to kill either Olivia or Marky. He decides not to play, despite knowing the consequences. He and Marky share one last moment. Sam prepares to cut his tongue out, but Calax possesses Lucas and makes him kill Sam and then slit his own throat. Marky then gets her turn, and she is dared to shoot Olivia. Marky refuses to shoot, but Olivia forces her to shoot in the arm. She then dares Calax to play, and he picks the truth. She asks how they can get out of this alive. Calax says they can't, and it won't stop until everyone is dead. Olivia and Marky get away from there, and Olivia starts recording a video. She informs her viewers about the game and its consequences, and she invites all those who view it to play. The video is seen all around the world, and those who watch suddenly have their faces morph. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications to watch more videos like this.